Around the outside. Oh, we've got off the track onto the green. We've got past Vinales as well. Hello and welcome back to another video. And today we are doing something a little bit different. We're actually playing MotoGP 13 today. And you're probably thinking, why are we playing this game? And to be honest, there's not really a reason for it. I just saw that online there was actually a MotoGP 2022 mod for this game. And I thought it might make for a fun video to go and check it out, because I just want to see what it's like, and to be honest, it's quite impressive that people are still modding this game to this day, so we'll get straight into it. I've had to make a couple of modifications to get it to work, but I'll leave a link to the creators in the description, because this is not created by me or anything like that. It's, I think it was two guys. I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel in the description of the author of this mod. But we'll dive straight into it. I'm not sure exactly which categories are edited. I think all of them are to some degree. So we'll sort of go through MotoGP, I suppose that's the one that matters really. So you can see we've got Marquez, Nakagami, Alex Marquez, Remy Gardner, Ralph Fernandez, Marco Bezzecchi, Luca Marini. You can see some of the riders are locked, and that's just because in the base game, some of the riders are locked, and I'm only level 2. I've basically not played the game on PC ever. So pretty much all the riders are still locked for me. It's basically like it's on default. So we've got Vinales, Quartararo, Morbidelli, Oliveira, Binder, Miller, Bagnaia, Rins, Mir, Di Giannantonio, Bastianini, Binder, Dovizioso, Martin, Zarco. So everybody's here. You got Paul, and then back around to Mark again. And I think also Moto2 and Moto3 are done as well. I'm not going to go through each rider in this one, but yes, it does appear that it has been edited. Moto2 and Moto3. Obviously a little bit out of date because Fanati's still in it, if we have a look. So all the skins have actually been done, so there's actually a skin here for the Moto2 as well, so that's quite impressive. I'm not going to lie, there's clearly been a lot of effort gone into this mod. I imagine it's the same with Moto3 as well. It sure seems that way. We've got Dennis Foggia here on the Leopard Honda. Yeah, got to say so far, it does look pretty good. But either way, we'll get straight into some sort of race, so we'll go into the MotoGP class. I think we'll probably play as Quartararo if we can. We can indeed. So we'll play as Fabio Quartararo. Since we have just had the Dutch GP, we will go there to the TT Assen, and I'll see you down on the track. I've got to say, it's kind of mad that this game is almost 10 years old now. Obviously, next year is when it actually turns 10, and we probably will do a video on this game again then. But I just remember when the demo for this game first came out, I was blown away by the graphics, and I mean, they look a bit dated now, but they're not too bad. And I've got to say, the mod, very impressive. They've done the garages, they've done the riders as well. I wonder if they've done the technical staff. They actually have. They've actually got Fabio's crew chief. Fair enough, fair enough. I am quite blown away by that one. But I kind of forgot that you had this little vista in the old games where you were in the pit garage before the race. This is really cool, actually, where you're sort of moving the head around. I think this was the only game that it was in. Maybe it was in MotoGP 14 as well. I can't really remember nowadays, but this is really, really cool. Like, it'd be cool to have this back. Like, this is like much more interactive than just a 2D menu. But we'll head to the track and get this race started. So let's see the grid then. So Mir's on pole, Aleix second, Bastianini third. You got Pecco fourth, Marquez fifth. So the performances do seem to be modified as well, obviously to match the real life riders. Vinales 13th, Oliveira 14th, Alex Marquez 18th. Ourselves, obviously, Fabio, back of the grid. So let's see what we can do here in this Dutch GP. I actually tried to shift up before the lights went out then, but I forgot you actually have to wait until the lights have gone out on these older games to actually shift up. Here we go, off the line. I've actually got the racing line on. That's not intended. I didn't mean to have the racing line on. And into turn 1, you can tell, wow, this track is... I think I have all the assists on. It definitely feels a little weird. Yeah, I think I have all the assists on. Hang on, I think I might need to go and change this. It actually just seems to be the racing line. It's just the bike feels very weird. I think the physics are just super strange. It feels like I have an auto brake on though, and a steering assist. That's so bizarre. So this game just feels so alien that the normal steering feels like it's an assist almost. But so far, we are being left behind by the AI. I reckon we might need to go and change the difficulty because they are absolutely leaving me for dust here. Right, so I'm back again now, and it seems like the grid is slightly different. We've got Fernandez in front of us instead of Binder, but waiting for the lights to go out. Lights out, and away we go. We've not had the best start. The bike does feel so strange though. The physics in this game feel really weird. Oh, there's been a big crash. That's Bezzecchi down, and oh, it's also, I think that's Bastianini was also down there. So I've turned the AI difficulty down to hard. Definitely seems like I'm sticking with them a bit more. So inside of Darren Binder. Almost was in the rear end then. Past Ralph Fernandez. Can we try? Oh, there's been another crash here. I think that's Marquez down. Oh, that's Alex Marquez down as well. So both the Marquez brothers seem to have crashed together there. So up into the points already from the back of the grid. Up to 15th place. We got Dovi in front of us. And then it looks like Nakagami ahead of him. But like I was saying at the start of the sort of the first one, the track feels very weird. Like the track scaling is really off. You can see it's very, very wrong. We've gone past Dovi there, almost on the grass. Nakagami just stayed in front of us, been clipped a little bit by Dovi. Dovi back up the inside. Can we try and get past Dovizioso? Not quite, actually. Trying to get on the inside of him now. We're sliding the rear end quite a lot. Can we get past Dovi? Dovi's still got the position for now, so we're struggling to get past the RNF Yamaha in front of us. Around the outside. Oh, we've got off the track onto the green. We've got past Vinales as well. Although I think back at this point, you probably could go on the green. I think it was okay. There's definitely not along that penalty back in this era, although I suppose it is technically 2022 with the mod we've got on. Oh, what a dive bomb from Vinales that was. And what is this? The change of direction on the bike there. It just wouldn't turn through the chicane. How bizarre is that? That's so strange. So like I was saying in the pits, the graphics aren't terrible, but they haven't aged very well. They don't look very realistic. Everything looks really, really colourful actually. That's definitely something I've taken from it. It feels a lot more cartoony, not too realistic. But I remember when I first saw this game, I thought it basically looked like real life. It's quite funny how your perceptions change. Yeah, Swapper UE4 definitely was a good thing for Milestone. Although, MotoGP 17 didn't look too bad. But we're all over the place. The turning on this bike is so bizarre. And we've basically not been able to get out of 15th place. So even though I turned the AI down, I've not really been quick enough to make any positions up. So we passed Dovi. Can we try and get past Tacker again? So we're basically in the same spot we were on the last lap because the same thing happened. We got dive bomb into the ball both laps in a row. So it seems like the AI are a bit impartial to a bit of a dive bomb because we saw Vinales did the same thing at the Gert Timmer chicane on the previous lap. So we've got past Vinales now. Over to 12th, Luca Marini, obviously the brother of Rossi in front of us. Can we try past Luca? Yes, we can! That was close. And we're on the grass again. That's 2 laps in a row of taking that line, because you can see my tyre mark was still there. And I'm absolutely terrible at this game, but MotoGP 13 feels so different to MotoGP 22. It's completely night and day. That's probably a good example of that. The bikes just don't seem to turn. When you've got a lot of lean angle, you can't flick the bike back over. I remember, sort of 21 and 22, we've said are really heavy bikes, but these feel infinitely worse. They just do not change direction at all. So there we go, we got past Marini, so we're now up to 11th. Can we try and get a top 10? Because that lap was a lot better. We've actually got Morbidelli in front of us. We definitely need to try and beat him. Again, cutting the corners. Fortunately, I've got the penalties off. Marquez on the fastest lap. I imagine that's Mark rather than Alex. Oliveira in front of us as well. But I've got to say, this mod is very well done. The skins are very nice. They look very realistic as well. They look correct. They don't look massively wrong. And considering how old this game is, you're not going to be able to reuse anything, basically. I mean, even the tyres, for example, they were Bridgestones back in these days, so they've had to redo the tyre textures. Now, I think you actually can use the ones from MotoGP 22. I think they do still fit, but even still, it is quite impressive. But we've got the run on Morbidelli now. There's actually quite a big battle happening in front of us. We're able to capitalise. Yes, we passed Morbidelli, Zarco, Oliveira, and Rins coming out that corner. And we're going to get Jack Miller here as well. I think I'm finally getting the hang of this a little bit. Look at Pecco. He's miles up the road there. So we've got past Miller. Miller's got the inside, though. Going to try and hang it on the outside of Miller up to 6th place. All of a sudden, we're battling for this podium. Leish is holding up. I think that's Martin and Binder behind him. Then there's Mir. Martin's got on the grass a little bit. We've passed Mir. We've passed Binder. Oh, around the outside. Here we go. We can put it on the podium here. We're close up on Martin. Martin and Leish. Oh, the inside of Leish. Here we go. At the penultimate turn. Pecco is a little bit too far up the road. But what a last lap this has been. We went from 10th place to 2nd on this lap. It's unbelievable. So through the final chicane, then up towards the line. We're going to get 2nd place here as Fabio Quartararo. What a race on the 22 mod here. That was really weird. I thought I was having to wait for all the AI to finish there because it said race over for ages and we were waiting for one person to come over the line, but it did eventually actually work. But it looks like we're looking at some highlights here. I actually kind of forgot that this used to be a thing. They actually used to take highlights from the race and show them to you afterwards. It's quite bizarre. So that was a crash at the first corner. That's me basically not staying on the track at all. This is Rins and Leish having a battle for the lead. This is where you get a nice look at the liveries. They look really, really good. You know, all the models are not there either. I mean, half the bikes, like, there's no Suzuki in MotoGP 13. There's no Aprilia. Well, there's the ART Aprilia, which I think is what's been used in this instance. But even still, it is so impressive. A lot of the helmet brands don't exist in this game either, so they've really had to do a lot, and it looks good. It looks really good. It's really incredible, like, the actual details put into this mod for such an old game. And I think there's, like, add-ons you can add as well. Like, I think you can download a track sponsor pack that actually updates them to be like the real life. So obviously we were playing 2013 Assen effectively, but I think there's also an add-on to this mod that changes the tracks to be the current day ones, like sort of in terms of the look of them. So they'll change the curb colour and the sponsors and stuff. I think we might have a little look at the replay now. Have a bit of a closer look at some of these bikes. Just have a look at the liveries, and then probably end off the video there. I hope none of the replay music is copyrighted anyway, because that has been an issue in some of the really old MotoGP games. Oh, that was sensitive. Wow, this photo mode is so sensitive. I literally moved the stick like the smallest amount and I did that complete flip. So apologies if that was a little bit sickening to look at, because it's making me feel a bit sick actually, how quick it's moving. So this is the Pramac then. You can see they've actually got the wings like sort of fake. They've made them on the livery. Obviously it is the older Pramac livery, but this mod was released a couple months ago, so of course it was before that Prima livery came along. I'm sure it'll get updated to have it in. You can look at the Aprilia. You can see, obviously, I think they're just all using the Ducati model. Like, I guess it probably looks the most like a modern GP bike nowadays. But it's super impressive. I gotta say, this is really nice. The Suzuki, I thought, looked really good when I saw in the replay Rins's suit and stuff. His helmet looks phenomenal as well. Looks literally bang on, like 1-to-1. What an effort has been from these modders. So if you do still play MotoGP 13, then definitely download this mod. So having a little look at the KTM as well now, because I think that's the Honda model by the looks of it, which again makes sense. But the suits and stuff, they look so good that I am really impressed. I already can't say this enough. What an effort it is by these modders. The textures don't look terrible either, like considering that, you know, it is a 10-year-old game. So yeah, gotta definitely give them props there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been good fun to sort of come back to MotoGP 13, have a bit of a play on it. It's been a very long time for me. Like I said, I probably will come back to it when it actually is coming up towards 10 years. But on the 10-year anniversary, we'll probably come back and play it next year. But if you do want to see me play any more older MotoGP games, either with or without mods, so not all going to be like this, of course, do let me know in the comments below. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy this one. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.